Okay, to take us further, I'm going to be saying a few things regarding, just like Pastor said in our first presentation, that one of the most popular job here has to do with cleaning, right? And if you agree with me, this is one of the jobs that a lot of us don't want to do when we come to this place. How many of you agree with me? There's another one that you agree with me, the construction job. Nobody wants to do it. A lot of us just want to jump into the office space and start, right? So personally for me, my name is Anthony Ochuko, and I started my career as a cleaner back in Dubai in 2014 when I moved from Nigeria. It wasn't an easy thing because back home I was a teacher. I teach geography and social studies, and starting a job as a cleaner, um, it's not an easy thing. I have 20 minutes. I'm going to be very fast. Also, just in case you are in the cleaning profession or you want to consider, because I know at this moment you don't want to consider it. So just in case you want to consider it or you want to do it as a business. So I'm going to be sharing some information, things that I have learned over past 10 years. Probably it can help you to start up a business, or probably you are in it already and you want to scale it. Some of this information might help us. This is the next slide. So personally, who am I? I work here in Qatar. I moved here in 2022, prior to the World Cup, and I currently work with Qatar Airways as terminal standard supervisor. So just before I moved here, I worked in Dubai with 3 major facilities management companies back in Dubai. Like I said, the first one was I started as a cleaner. Then thereafter, I was promoted to the role of a team leader. And from there to the role of a supervisor with another company, and it went on like that before I finally came here. And how did I come here? Pastor mentioned it was on LinkedIn. After my first job, the other job that I got was through LinkedIn. I'm telling you, through LinkedIn. Contacted me through LinkedIn. Even my current job here in Qatar was contacted through LinkedIn. And I moved here in Qatar in 2022. But yeah, can someone actually pursue a career in the cleaning profession or make it as a business? The cleaning profession is a big business. I never knew until I got to the Middle East. I never knew. So it's a big business all over the world. We also saw what happened during COVID. It was only the cleaning profession that was recognized during COVID. Every other profession was shut down. If I don't have this picture, if I happen to show you, myself and my team, we were moving from one facility, from malls, from one to disinfect, facilities, schools, hospital. We are the only persons who were allowed to move during that lockdown. So the cleaning profession is a big business, and if you take it very seriously, you can actually earn a good living from it. By the grace of God, last year I visited the United States of America, spent 5 days over there, and so anyone can actually create a career from it. Now, becoming a successful cleaner or a janitor involves more than just knowing how to clean. There's a lot of things that involve in it. More than just knowing how to clean, it requires combination of skills, professionalism, strategic approach, communications, whether at the back office or front office, how you relate with people and everything. Management, everything is involved. The basic step to becoming a successful in cleaning or janitorial career is that you have to develop some essential skills. Attention to detail is number one. When you are given instruction from your supervisor or from your manager, you have to be very, very keen. If you do not understand what they say, make sure that you get what they say. In this industry, I happen to work in this industry where I communicate with a lot of Asian people. So you need to make sure that when you are communicating with them, they need to understand sign language, graphics, maybe through training, we are giving them graphic illustration and everything. So develop essential skill and knowledge, attention to detail. So every piece of information actually counts in the cleaning profession. Number 2, time management is very, very important. Time management, please, yeah. Time management is very, very important. When you are scheduled for a task, even if you are having it as a business, time management, assume you have it as a business and you want to clean somebody's apartment, and the person said you negotiate for 4 hours, 4 hours you should be able to complete that task. You get me? So time management is very, very important. The knowledge of cleaning products, the chemicals you're going to be using, the cleaning equipment, you need to have the knowledge about it. Learn to safely and effectively use professional equipment like scrubber, vacuum machine, scrubbing machine, and all of those things. You will learn them. Safety awareness. Pastor was talking about safety. You need, when you are into this profession, there has to be knowledge of safety. That's why you're going to go online to learn some safety skills so that when you are delivering your job, you'll be able to work in a safe manner. Not just only for yourself, but even the places where you are working. Take, for example, I work in the airport terminal, is a very busy place, and one of my responsibilities is to make sure that our contractor, because I'm a client to them, so our contractor must follow the standard that we set for them. You get me? So this is to ensure that the safety movement of people in the place and making sure that, hospitality, like they enjoy the environment as well. There's a big professionalism and a strong work ethic. Number one is that reliability and punctuality. If you are taking that, you must make sure that you report to work on time. Somebody who is sleeping and you have a job at 7 and you are still sleeping by 6 o'clock, it's not going to work. Okay? Be proactive and diligent. When you talk about proactiveness, I'm talking about, thinking ahead before anything happens. You have to be proactive. If you are reacting to a situation when an event has happened and that is that you want to rectify, that is you are reacting. But when you are proactive against that thing, that means the chances of it happening, you've reduced it already. Okay? Communication skills, I talked about it before. You need to learn how to communicate very well in terms of the business. Even when you take it as a business, you want to be communicating with people because you want to grow. You have to be very, very good at communication. Next, seek training and certification. Over here, these are some training that I was conducting in the project while I was managing back in Dubai. On the job experience, if you do not have, the training before, during the company where you are working, you can get a training. They're going to offer you training. And training is one of those jobs that I see that while you are being trained, you are being paid as well. Okay? So it's a very, very good way to start. Industry certification. In the clinic profession, there's what they call the British Institute of Clinical Sciences. They offer training online, which you can go into and they offer you the training once you pass the course. And also in terms of health and safety, you can go for NEBOSH or any other safety certification to help you. Next, how much do I earn in the clinical profession? How much do you earn? For a starter, you can start earning from 1,000 to 2,000 Qataria for those people who just call me. You don't zero skill. I mean zero skill. Like when I started in Dubai, I started earning 1,200 as my basic salary. Then with over time, it climbed up to 1,700 every month, right? Then if you are a team leader, you've grown, you have some level of experience, you can be earning up to 3,500 to 4,500. And with this, the company is also paying you accommodation, allowance, transportation, and all of those things. And as a supervisor, you can earn up to 6,000 to 8,500. However, it depends on the company that you are working with. You get me? So yeah, so basically, the cleaning profession is actually a profession if you take it very seriously. If you are already in it, I will advise you to take it very seriously. Like, you're going to enjoy it if you put your mind down, if you actually want to do it. And you can actually start doing it as a business as well. If you want to start it as a cleaning business, let's say you want to start in Qatar. This session is going to be very, very much interactive because I'm going to need your contribution. Is it possible for you to start with 300 Qatari riyal to start the business? Is it possible? To start the business itself, is it possible? We're going to work it together. Let's see. Is it possible? Is it possible? Somebody says it's possible. Can you tell us how? Yeah, maybe someone is doing it already, so he has an idea.
Hello. Apart from rent and food, you can start a clinic business with less than 300 riyal.
Okay.
Rent and food. You can set it up, maybe through online, through advert. Through that one, you'll get a client calling with less than 300 riyal.
Thank you so much. I think he just nailed it. He just nailed it. Now, what should be my goal? My number one goal is that learn how to manage your startup capital. Your startup capital is 300. Now you're going to buy the basic, the essential tools that you're going to need to start. Right? Number two, finding your first client. Where do you find your first client? Can somebody tell us? Where do you find your first client? Where? Somebody say online. Exactly. Your neighbor. Your neighbor will be your first client. Even in this church, your first client should come from this church as well, if you're coming from our gathering. Right? Even if the person is not going to allow you, he doesn't have a job for you, he can refer you. You get me? So finding your first client will come from a community like this. Thank God that is why the church has put up a program like So finding your first is a community. Finding your first client can come from here, can come from your neighbor. You know, mouth to mouth, you meet somebody at the elevator, hey, this is what I do. If you have any of these services, this is my contact, please get back to me. You get me? And the next one is building a foundation for growth. After you bought your cleaning equipment, you find your first client, now you're going to get a proper rapport with that your first client. The reason because that your first client is going to get you the next client. You get what I mean? All right, next one. Smart shopping. With your 300 Qataria, you're going to buy things at a cheaper rate. And one of those stores I think I've been to is Day-to-Day Discount Center. How many of you have been there before? Good. Our mommy, they go to that place. That's where they shop a lot. They go there. All right. Focus on essential, not expensive equipment. Your initial investment should cover the most important truths. If you have 300 Qataria, are you going to buy a vacuum machine? No. You don't need a vacuum machine. Borrow a vacuum machine from your neighbor if you need it. You get me? Yes. Borrow a vacuum machine from your neighbor. Now, core supplies that you need, all-purpose cleaner. All-purpose cleaner is a chemical that you can use to clean any surfaces, whether window, floor, kitchen, whatsoever is all-purpose cleaner. Okay? And the next one, all-purpose cleaner, a couple of bottles of good quality multi-purpose surface cleaner. And you're going to need trigger bottle. How many of you know trigger bottle? You're going to need that as well. Disinfectants, essential for hygiene and client confidence. Microfiber cloths. You know what is called microfiber cloths? We have different color. We have the green, the yellow, the blue, and red color. And they are used in different locations to avoid cross-contamination. Yeah? And the next one is, let me run faster. Okay, the next one is straw, brushes, sponges, variety of sizes. They have different sizes. Gloves, you're going to need reusable gloves. So you don't buy disposable ones, use reusable ones. Okay, small brooms, dustpan for quick floor tidying, bucket, at least one bucket is enough for you to start up. Okay, squeegee, how many of you know squeegee? The wiper for the windows. Okay, that's what you're going to need. Cost management, look for value packs and bulk items. So what do you mean that? Buy things in bulk, it will help you. Okay, instead of you buying single one. Like if you go to Day-to-Day business, they have a pack that comes with a small hand brush, the dustpan, everything together, you get it for less than 7 Qatarians. Yeah? And cost management, look for value packs and bulk items at local hypermarket or janitorial supply stores. And that. Next slide, please. Okay, warm leads. I think we've talked about that, but I'm just going to go through this. Zero marketing and client acquisition. Your network is your network. That's what they say, right? Say start with the people you know. Family member, friends, church member, in a gathering like this, these are the people that will help you to market you. You advertise it after church service. This is what I do. This is what I do, and you can start from there. Social media, you can create your Instagram, your TikTok, like what Pastor said. Instead of you to be watching video, just create it. By the time you get your one client, try to set your camera where you are cleaning and everything, so that you post it. And this is my job. You post it. This is what I'm doing, right? And the next one is pretty simple flyer. You do not have a laptop, no problem. Your friend has. You can't tell me, at this time, if you don't have a friend that has a laptop, don't know what you are still doing. So if you don't have, your friend must have. Go there, use the laptop, go to Canva, free tools are there, create a very simple business card. And you can, to print a page is, I think, maybe £1. If you are printing bulk, they will print maybe 50 Qataria for you. So you can print many. And go to your house, take the razor blade and cut it into shape. Have it in your pocket, wherever you come to church, you go anywhere, you give it to the person have it in hand, right? Ask happy customer to refer to you. Okay, the next step is operation and legal. So when we talk about pricing is very, very important when it comes to, starting your house cleaning job. In most cases, professionals will go to your house or go to the location and take measurement. We don't have that kind of skill. So what you do, you price according to time. So let's say, for example, if I'm going to ask you, if you want to start, for example, professionals will go online and will tell you that 1 hour is 30 Qataria. But I will advise you to start at 10 to 15 Qataria. And initially, it's not going to be that okay. But as soon as you start building that customer relationship, you start increasing the price, right? So pricing, research what other local cleaning services are doing. That will give you an idea of what you are going to hit the market with. When I started I gave a testimony earlier on. When I started my business, I went on and looked at, mine was the cheapest, right? Mine was like, I look at those people, I'm just starting, but because I'm starting, I need to reduce it. I put it $10 per night. $10 per night. And the whole of August has been booked to the glory of God. Right? Start with an hourly rate or a flat fee per room. I will advise for an hourly rate, which is very, very good, so that you know that when you go there, you work 1 hour, you know that this is the amount. You work 8 hours, this is the amount. It's much more better until you become very good at it. The next thing is service definition. Be clear of the kind of services that you want to render. It's just minor cleaning, deep cleaning, post-construction cleaning. There are different levels so that you can charge according to it. If I'm charging for normal, this place is very clean. If I'm just going to do some dusting and everything, I will charge maybe 20 Qatari per hour, right? But if it's going to be post-construction or deep cleaning, I have to climb ladder, do all those things, and all of this thing, I'm going to charge, let's say, 30 riyal to 40 per hour. So you need to be specific in your pricing, right? In your service definition. There are formalities when you grow. So again, this training itself is just for those of us who are starting up, right? For those of us who are starting up, so when you grow, you need to register it with the government, like go into it in big time. So you're going to provide exceptional service. Every client lay the ground for a successful and reputable business. All right, thank you so much. That will be the end for today.